Hi guys, my name's Luke Carmali and I'm here for IGN playing Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 Remix. If you just want to take a moment, this is what the remastered original Kingdom Hearts looks like in HD. There you go. As you can probably see, I am playing the Tarzan-inspired level. So for those of you not in the know, Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 Remix, which we're just going to call Kingdom Hearts Remix from now on because I'm going to mess that up at some stage otherwise. Basically, it's a series of three games technically in the Kingdom Hearts series, and it's out in September. And basically what it's doing is remastering a lot of them in HD. So the three games are the original Kingdom Hearts, which you can see here. It's also Kingdom Hearts RE Chain of Memories, which was a PS2 game, as was the original Kingdom Hearts. And both Kingdom Hearts, this version of Kingdom Hearts is called Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, and this is the first time that this version of the game is available outside of Japan. And it's got a little bit of extra content, but also some changes to controls, which I'll come back to later. And RE Chain of Memories, this is the first time it's available in Europe and Australia. Now the final game that's kind of available is 358/2 Days. That was originally a Nintendo DS game, and it's not playable here at all. All that they've done is remastered it into 2 hours and 50 minutes of cinematics, so you can kind of get the story and get up to speed. Now, if all of that's made absolutely no sense, I should probably explain to you what Kingdom Hearts is. So, Kingdom Hearts as a franchise started in 2002, and it is basically a collaboration between Square Enix, who make Final Fantasy, and as you can see here, this guy who we're playing as called Sora. He is pretty Final Fantasy-ish, pretty archetypal. And then you've also got Disney characters, so you've got Donald Duck there, he's a spellcaster, and you've also got Tarzan in this instance running around with you. And so it's an RPG in which you go around the world, all these various worlds, and trying to rescue them from these creatures we're fighting called Heartless. It's a lot more complex than that, but I'm trying to keep it simple for you. So anyway, as you can tell, it was hugely popular back in the day, and Kingdom Hearts 3 was recently announced for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. So I think this is obviously the first step in them, because this game was out 11 years ago. This is them trying to get people up to speed, which is why I think it's a bit weird it's not on the Xbox One. But anyway, or rather this isn't on Xbox 360. So, okay, that's kind of the introduction. Let's see how it holds up. So, as you can probably see, it looks incredibly different. Tetsuya Nomura, who's the creator of the game, he admitted recently that they lost all the original assets for the title. So in actual fact, this version of the game, the character models are based on the version used in Dream Drop Distance, which is a game that was out for the 3DS quite recently. And so as a result, that's why they all look pretty incredible, all the characters. Apparently it made the project longer, more laborious than it needed to be, but in actual fact, it looks like it's worked out quite well, so that's all good. The big thing to note is really, if you played the original Kingdom Hearts though, is that the controls have changed slightly. So you used to control the camera using L2 and R2. This time around you don't do that. It's been moved onto the right analog stick, and clicking in R3 will center the camera behind you. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's definitely not something that I'm used to, having played this game quite a few times. But it's alright. I think it's something that you will get used to, but that was done anyway to bring it in line with RE Chain of Memories and also Kingdom Hearts 2, which made use of that system. And so I think it's safe to kind of predict that that's what we should expect from Kingdom Hearts 3 as and when that appears. So yeah, as you can see, in worlds like this, the backgrounds and backdrops don't look great, but the character models are stunning. I've played quite a bit of this now. The only bit that I've seen that really does look like it's aged is when you travel between worlds. You travel in what's called the Gummy Ship, and it's basically a ship made of gummy sweets, and that has aged quite badly. It's still very fun, the gameplay. You basically fly through tunnels and things, and you're shooting enemies, and it's quite simple gameplay, but that does look really, really old now. You can still very much see all the polygons on the edges, and it's aged. But that's kind of the only thing graphically that I've noticed that's not up to scratch, really. I mean, we did see, I would show you cutscenes, but we've been asked not to because don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, if you see cutscenes, they look great. The only thing that's off in them, obviously, is the facial animations don't necessarily match the voices very well. So that's the only downside to that I've noticed, really. Here we go. Right, now you're about to... If you remember, if most people know Kingdom Hearts, it was an incredibly tough game. And something that I've been asked quite a few times is it still as difficult? You know, people say games have gotten easier, or have we just gotten better at them? You're about to see proof, if it were needed, that yeah, games have gotten easier, I think, because this game just kicked my ass, just time and time again, and it's still doing it here. I'm about to fall over. But I think it's good. I wanted to introduce you to the game over screen, because if you play this game, you're going to get very familiar with it yourself. There you go. Yep, that's not great for me. So continue, yeah, it basically just takes you back to the start of the area. So it's not the end of the world, really. But it's still a very tough game. And I was trying to decide whether this was because I was trying to get to a decent stage to capture quite quickly, so I possibly wasn't leveling properly. But I don't think it's that. I literally just think it's as hard as ever. I mean, the final boss battle, I don't want to spoil who it is, because it's a big kind of... Most people probably know who it is at this stage, I'm assuming, but it's still it was a big reveal. So anyway, the last boss battle is widely known as being incredibly difficult on Kingdom Hearts. So yeah, prepare to see that screen yourself a lot when you get it. You'll also be pleased to know that there are trophies, which is good. Again, I've been asked not to show you what they are, but yeah, all good. And you've got your standard mix of, you know, just completing various tasks in various worlds, and then some that are significantly more tricky. So basically the way Kingdom Hearts works is you go to all these various worlds, each one's themed by this different Disney movie. You get a temporary character to accompany you, in this case Tarzan, but you know, you go to like Halloween Town, you get Jack Skeleton and all of that. It's really, really good and quite exciting. And basically you've got to solve the problems in that world and protect them from the Heartless. And yeah, it's quite... It was nostalgic playing it, but it looks... It's the fact it's cartoony helps it, but you can very much tell that these are the character models that they've taken from Dream Drop Distance, and they look a lot better. And then obviously if they'd kind of just upscaled the older ones, as you can probably tell by the backdrops. Yeah. There's also been some changes to the menu down the bottom left. As you can see, that's the attack menu. So at the moment you use X to attack, you cycle up and down using the D-pad to select things. In the original game, summons were in the were subcategory of magic, but now they're not. Now they get their own slot in the fourth slot, which is good. So it takes slightly less long to summon them in the heat of battle, which is all good. And one of the things that I did realise doing this from the... just remember doing this, you know, from playing the gummy ship section to... There's a quest slightly before this, just a task where you've got to find slides dotted around a camp, and the camp that we were just in. And you just suddenly remember how much there is to do, and, you know, how varied it is, all the different gameplay styles that are involved. And when you compare it to kind of the RPGs that we're used to today, and just in particular, like, the most recent, you know, Final Fantasy 13, you can see why it did get such a negative reaction, because there used to be so much to do and it used to be so varied, but not anymore, sadly. But this is, like, as a throwback, it really, really reminds you of how much good stuff there used to be. So at the moment this is just announced for PlayStation 3. It doesn't sound like it's going to be coming to Xbox, which sounds a bit weird, as I said, because obviously if Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming to Xbox One and this is largely to help educate, I don't know why I wouldn't be there. So these guys, they give you special rewards if you manage to cast the right spell on them, and you have to predict what it is by the thing. So he's on the floor there, you need to use like a gravity spell on him. He's too hot there, so you need to cool him down with ice. So I hit him with fire, which didn't go down particularly well. But as you can see, it's a really, really good looking game. Considering it's, well, 11 years old, 12 years old. And they've really, really upscaled it well. As I say, I was going to show you a bit of RE Chain of Memories, but that'll be coming at a later date, because I don't want to kind of spoil anything just too quickly. Thought this would be enough for now. So yeah, there you go, guys. That is just a little snippet of exactly what Kingdom Hearts looks like in HD. So we'll be doing some more on Kingdom Hearts in the near future, and obviously our review will be coming. The game is out in September. So for all the latest Kingdom Hearts news, make sure you stay right here on IGN.com.